Hello everybody, and welcome! Today we are farming Ikas, like behind me. Pretty straightforward. Okay, let's do it. So this is just my layout, of course, to keep them nice and efficient, as all of them, where our adults are breed up here and our babies just fall on through. Pretty simples. So we can breed them with just about anything, weeds, potatoes, carrots, they eat just about anything. So that is nice and easy. So how this works is, of course, as you can see that I really want this, we just kind of spam feed them all up here, and they breed, and our little youngins pop out the bottom, like so. And then once they're adults, we can of course kill them down here, simply like so. I'm here, little slug boy, and this part here is entirely up to you how you want to lay this out, but I've just put some flowing water into some hoppers, so that our drops goes into this here crate. And they of course give us Ika meat, which you'll want for your barrel readers, and some ink, which is perfect. Alright, so let's build it, shall we? Okay. Gonna head here and, build a little layout. We have some suspects here to use for the farm. And, well, by the way, always use variants if you can. They give double the drops, so yeah, always good to grab yourself a variant. Okie dokie. Now, the thing about this farm is you'll need to use big Ikas. Not all of the Lycanite mobs are the same size. You'll see some of them slightly differ. These all look like big ones, but let me just see if I can spawn a couple over here out of the way. Let me see if, as an example, see that is medium size, type 1, slightly more, that is a tiny one. Big, that's medium. Oh, nice golden. That one's on the bigger side, so they will work. The medium to smaller ones, they will fall through the glass panes. That's a nice big one. So go for the big ones to use for this farm. Otherwise, they will fall through the glass panes, which is how the little babies fall on through. Okay, hope that makes sense. In terms of this, these are glass panes. So this is 9-block farm, which includes the walls. So this will be the wall, and then this bottom layer, we just make these glass panes. So obviously I've already got one layer of glass panes there, so just go 1, 2, and we just need to fill this on up like so. If I can click, that is. Glass panes, wonderful. This end, well, this block here, you can either make this two, like, two glass panes on top to stop them from jumping out, or just put down a fence. I find that the fence is actually a bit easier, so I've since changed this a little bit to the original one that you guys just saw in the intro part. So then we just kind of surround this with fences, like so, to stop them from jumping out. This one here will probably break later on to kind of get them in here to start with. And then this part here, you could just put a fence gate once we've lured them in there to kind of just, get out ourselves. Let me see, what can I replace here? Let me just do this, yeah. And boink. Just so when we lure them that side, we can jump on here. Yeah, okay. Now from here, not this being the first block, this second block over here. We just put down one water source. That'll keep them nice and hydrated and stop them from dying, and so on. Okay. And the reason why I put it on the second block is so it flows out of here later on, which is what we'll need in order to lure them in here. Before I get to the actual luring, let me show you guys something cool, which I normally use. In terms of transport, I'll lure them in here in a moment. Let me get a rock. I like transporting mobs this way. See, if you are far away from base and you found your Ikas, then, getting them there is a drag. So if these guys are still here, yes they are, of course you can lure them just with, holding the food in your hand. But also, we can of course use leads. And now that they're all gone, come back here. Sorry, they're just being a bit unmanageable at the moment. Why have they disappeared that quickly? They were just all here. Like, literally, scores of them were just here. In any case, let me just spawn a couple more to show you guys what I want to show you. So, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, go on our rock. And you can of course use the food in your hand, but if you want to transport them, I don't want the rain in here. Want to transport them for a far distance. Once you're on your mount, just kind of lead them by leading them And this is cool. I do this quite a lot of times, and then we can literally airlift them a long distance like so, and it looks rather silly, but I love it. So yeah, we can pull them around as far as we want and take these guys to our base like so. Cool. One thing worth noting is the distance that you've traveled like this counts as distance fallen. So if you put them down just on the ground, they're gonna die. They're gonna explode instantly. Ooh, they need water. There we go. Just give it a little bit of a dip in the water. And yeah, so you need to put them down in water once you've reached your base. So don't put them down on land. They will like implode on impact. So as soon as you reach your base, just pop them down in water, and that is basically that. So yeah, nice little way to transport more than just one with your rock. Let me just detach. Stop. Cool. Okay. Now then, don't need this guy anymore. So yeah, that's how you can transport mobs. You know, more than one with any flying mount. These guys here, we need to get in here now. So we need to build them a little ladder for this water to kind of flow on down. They're quite cool. They follow you just like the Silexes. They'll follow you upstream and stuff. So we'll see how manageable they are. And yeah, that should be fine. So let's have our water flow on down there. And then we have a nice little water staircase for them to follow us. Cool. So from here they will follow us in water. So let's do that. Actually, I might just plug this. Like so. Yeah, not quite. Let me put it here instead. Ah, nope. Some other guy. Get out of here. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted 6 exactly. Any case, so let's put this there. It should flow to there. Any luck? Yeah. And now we just equip our wheat or whatever. And they swim towards us. Come. Come. You guys there. Follow. And you. Follow. Okay. So looks like we got 4 for now. Whether we can get them up here is another question. So we can either try and just lead them up. Not lead them. You know, well, I guess lead them up. But using the actual food so they swim up. Like so. But they might get a bit stuck like that. So to kind of try and counteract that. Come on, you. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Excellent. So we kind of lead them in like that. And we use this fence door here as our way to escape. Let me see if I can get the golden Ika. Not sure if they said this, but always use the variants when you can because they give double drops. So yeah, very nice for farms if you can get like one of these, you know, special types. Let me just grab a lead. If you are having a hard time getting them in there by luring them because, you know, there's quite a lot of them, then let's just do this. You come along as well. We can then just lead them upstairs as long as those guys stay put. So come on. Lead. Come. Yep. Good. Excellent. Okay, let me just stop them. Stop. I just want to detach this guy. I think I might have tied him to that, that's why. Okay, well, you know what? That's just fine. Go back in. I just equipped some wheat. And that's why they pop to the side. Let me just shove this guy in there. Come on. Okay. And then we just close this final bit. I say that. Can you stop that? As you can see, this is definitely the hardest part of all this, getting them in here. Now I just need to close this quickly. Ah, there we go. Woo! Okay, let me set the time. So that is the hardest part to all of this. Where's the source block? And then we just take that away. We remove these stairs. That is most of it done. You can make this a little bit higher if you wish, you know, 1 extra block higher. Doesn't really matter. And then from here, we just go ahead and we just, you know, build a little area for our little babies to fall. So I'm going to put some flowing blocks there. And then we can just about there. Yeah, that's fine. Put down a crate or a chest of some kind. And let's see, that seems fine. Is it fine? I suspect so. And I'll just put down some hoppers. You know, this part is, of course, optional. It's just because I don't want to collect stuff all the time. Put down a fence. That is quite right. And now we just need some water. Water. Okay. That's it done. Now we just spam them with some wheat. And our little younglings are meant to be falling on through. There they go. Took a while for a second. I thought, no, the video's a bust. It's not working. But yeah, as you can see, little babies drop on through. Adults stay up there. And then we just murder these later on. Yeah, that is basically the farm. I use 4 or 6 just because, you know, it's my preferred number. You can do however many you want, I suppose. I just gotta modify this as you please. If you want to make this easier to feed them, of course, just build yourselves like a, you know, little area around it in survival. And then we can just kind of feed them from the top here. And that is that done. Can't think of anything else that I've skipped, so that is excellent. Alright, there you go. Cool, let me do this. La-di-da. There's your farm, guys. Happy RLCrafting. Happy RLCrafting, rather. Have yourself a good day, and this is Zerger saying goodbye. Cheers, guys.